We rarely talk about what happens to our minds when intimacy disappears, by choice or circumstance. Beyond the physical, abstinence triggers real changes in your brain's chemistry and function. Today, we'll break down the science behind how your brain responds to a dry spell, covering stress, sleep, memory, and mood. This isn't about judgment, it's about understanding and empowerment. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about stress and how it really impacts your mind and body. Intimacy triggers the release of endorphins and oxytocin, your body's natural stress relievers, often called happy chemicals. These powerful hormones help you feel calm, safe, and connected. Without regular intimacy, your brain gradually loses this chemical shield, making everyday stressors feel heavier and more overwhelming than before. As a result, cortisol, the main stress hormone, can linger in your system for longer periods, leaving you feeling more reactive, tense, and on edge. Oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone, usually calms your nervous system, lowers anxiety, and fosters a sense of trust and connection with others. Without enough oxytocin, your body can shift more easily into fight or flight mode, making you feel jumpy or anxious even in normal situations. You might notice more muscle tension, headaches, or irritability cropping up. Remember, this isn't a sign of weakness. It's simply your biology responding to change. Recognizing these changes helps you understand why stress can feel so much more amplified during periods of abstinence or reduced intimacy. Later in this video, we'll share practical ways to boost these feel-good chemicals without intimacy so you can still support your mental health. For now, just know that your brain is simply adapting to a new normal, and this adjustment takes time. Increased sensitivity to stress is a real, science-backed effect, and understanding it is the first step to managing it. Ever feel mentally sluggish during a dry spell? That's linked to neurogenesis, your brain's ability to grow new neurons, especially in the hippocampus. Regular intimacy stimulates this process, keeping memory and learning sharp. Without it, neurogenesis can slow, leading to brain fog and forgetfulness. Add in higher stress, and the effect compounds. Cortisol further suppresses new brain cell growth. Abstinence doesn't damage your brain, but it does change how efficiently it operates. Think of it as running on lower memory. Everything's a bit slower. Be patient with yourself, your brain is adjusting. Dopamine is your brain's reward chemical, released during sex and other pleasurable activities. It's what makes you feel good after achieving something, eating your favorite food, or connecting with someone you care about. Without intimacy or meaningful connection, your brain misses this dopamine surge and starts seeking it elsewhere, searching for that same sense of pleasure and satisfaction. You might crave junk food, binge-watch shows, or reach for sugary snacks to fill the void. Or you might scroll endlessly on your phone. Your brain's way of chasing quick dopamine hits from social media, notifications, or viral videos. These substitutes are less satisfying and can become compulsive, trapping you in a cycle of temporary pleasure but lasting emptiness. Recognize this urge for what it is, your brain trying to rebalance itself and restore a sense of well-being. Don't judge yourself for these cravings. Just look for healthier dopamine boosts. Exercise, listening to uplifting music, and creative hobbies like painting, writing, or playing an instrument can help fill the gap and bring genuine joy. Understanding this reset is key to self-compassion. It's about being kind to yourself as you adapt. With patience, you can train your brain to find new, healthier sources of reward and build lasting happiness. Struggling to sleep during abstinence? The missing link is prolactin, a hormone that surges after intimacy and promotes deep rest. Without this natural sedative, it's harder to wind down, leading to restless nights and lighter sleep. You may feel tired but wired, with racing thoughts and more frequent wake-ups. Over time, poor sleep impacts mood, focus, and health. To bridge the gap, practice good sleep hygiene. Keep your room cool and dark, avoid screens, and try relaxation techniques. Your body is missing a key sleep trigger, so help it along. Small changes can make a big difference. Prioritize rest to support your brain's recovery. One of the most profound and often overlooked effects of abstinence is a growing sense of emotional distance from others and even from yourself. When oxytocin levels drop, your natural motivation to connect with others fades. You might notice less empathy, less warmth, and a subtle but persistent sense of isolation, even when you're surrounded by people you care about. You may feel emotionally numb or less interested in reaching out, as if there's an invisible barrier separating you from the world around you, making social interactions feel more draining or less rewarding. Remember, this isn't a reflection of your character or your intentions. It's a temporary shift in your brain chemistry, not a personal failing. Recognizing what's happening inside you is the first step. It helps you be more intentional about seeking out connection, even when it feels unnatural or difficult. You can boost oxytocin naturally through simple acts, like sharing a hug, laughing with friends, or spending quality time with loved ones and pets. These moments matter more than you think. Even small gestures of kindness, like giving a compliment or a thoughtful note, can help restore your sense of connection and belonging. It's important to remember you're not alone in feeling this way. Many people experience this emotional disconnect during periods of abstinence. With awareness and small intentional actions, you can begin to counteract emotional blunting and gradually reconnect with your feelings and the people around you. Connection is still within reach, and every step you take brings you closer to genuine emotional warmth and fulfillment. Abstinence changes your brain, but you're not stuck this way. Understanding the science removes self-blame and empowers you to adapt. Your brain is resilient. Neuroplasticity means you can create new pathways for well-being. Try new skills, exercise, or connect with others to support your mental health. Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you adjust. If this helped, join our community and share your experience below. Remember, you are more than your biology, you are adaptable and in control.